Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. We are talking about the plagues, the 10 plagues that were sent to Egypt by God to persuade Pharaoh to let the people go. We are today talking about the 5th plague. We're about halfway through these plagues. And most of the ones that we started off with were just annoying things. Today we're going to get into something that affects the livelihood of the people also. Okay, so now their pocketbook is going to be affected, and this is the 5th plague today, and it's the plague of the livestock dying. All right, and it's taken today from Exodus chapter 9. We're starting chapter 9 today, and it's verses 1 through 7. So you can follow along with me in the Bible as I read here. Chapter 9, verse 1. It says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, Go to Pharaoh and say to him, This is what the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, says. Let my people go, so that they may worship me." Verse 2, "If you refuse to let them go and continue to hold them back, the hand of the Lord will bring a terrible plague on your livestock in the field, and on your horses, donkeys, and camels, and on your cattle, sheep, and goats." Okay? That's about like all the animals they have, livestock. Not some exotic, peacocks and stuff like that. But all the stuff they would have used to, as utility, horses and stuff, and then also the things they ate were going to be affected. Verse 4, "But the Lord will make a distinction between the livestock of Israel and that of Egypt, so that no animal belonging to the Israelites will die." Okay, again, the same thing happened with the flies, the plague before this, where God made a distinction between what happens in Goshen, where the Hebrews were, and what happens in the rest of Egypt. And here is the same thing. There's no livestock is going to die that are owned by the Hebrew people. Verse 5, "The Lord set a time and said, Tomorrow the Lord will do this in the land. And the next day the Lord did it. All the livestock of the Egyptians died, but not one animal belonging to the Israelites died. Pharaoh investigated and found that not even one of the animals of the Israelites had died. Yet his heart was unyielding, and he would not let the people go." We pass by this. We kind of blow by this like, oh, yeah, another plague with the livestock and stuff like that. But you got to think about this. It says like all the livestock died of the people. So all of a sudden you had animals that you were raising. And let's say I had, 50 cows and I had, 50 sheep and so forth. Well, all of a sudden, all that dies, and I don't have any of that anymore. So my livelihood is now dead, and the food that I'm getting, that I butcher those animals and eat that food, that's gone too. Okay, and that would have been used also to feed Pharaoh's family and everything too, the royalty, and so that's all gone. So these people are now going to be, vegetarians because they don't have any meat to eat at all. So if you want them to be vegetarians, that's a good way to do it. Take away all their livestock. So all their livestock died. So this is a huge plague because it affects the finances of the people and it affects the food of the people. And so the people pretty soon are going to be revolting against Pharaoh because he's not letting the people go, and they're starting to lose everything. You're going to see when we get toward the end of the plagues, the officials are telling Pharaoh, hey, cut it out, let the people go because the land of Egypt is ruined already and you're making it just worse. But he's still got this hard heart. Again, this was also used to combat these false gods of Egypt. And so the false god of Egypt with the livestock here, you had Hathor, the goddess with the cow head, okay, and then you also had Apis, the bull god, and that was a symbol of fertility. So again, using these things here, showing that God is all-powerful and God is the one in control. All right, thank you for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Exodus. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.